Oh, good morning, guys. If I don't start this Q&A, then I'm never gonna get around to it. So I'm gonna do it while I'm here at my buddy's house. I just kneed into a June bug and got guts all over my knees. Alrighty, so I asked y'all to send me questions, y'all submissions, any questions that y'all wanted to, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put your name here for a shout out or whatever. And I've literally made a list of all of y'all's questions. And so grab your coffee, help wake up with me this morning. So y'all already know I gotta start with my mom, because my mom sent me a question and she said, what do you think your God-given gift is? I don't really know if I have a natural gift, if you want to call it that. I would say growing up I was good at like drawing. Naturally good with like art related things. I haven't really used that except for the whole creativity aspect of things, kind of like with my vlogs and editing and putting art into it to make it more enjoyable. Eric Edwards from Instagram asked, when do you plan on getting a place? I'd say that's pretty far down the road, maybe a year or two. I'm not really sure, because I kind of live life on the edge, if y'all haven't noticed that already. I'm pretty devoted to the whole car life thing right this second. Okay, my buddy Dustin asked, are you single and ready to mingle? I think about relationships all of the time and I'm constantly scoping out girls, but I'm so like devoted to trying to get my own life together that I feel like trying to get into a relationship right now, or even go about trying to get into one, would hinder me from my growth as an individual. And so a part of me is like, I want a relationship really badly, but then the other part of me is like, I need to just focus on myself right now. Andrew Cruz from YouTube asked, what's it like sleeping in a car when it gets hot? I haven't experienced anything over about 85 degrees. When I started my car life journey, it was in South Florida. So, you know, temperatures over there are anywhere from probably 60 to 90. There were a lot of times where I would wake up in the middle of the night like 3 times sweating, and literally the only choice I had was to turn the air conditioner on. Sometimes I'd have to do that 2 or 3 times a day, just blast the AC until I was comfortable enough to fall back asleep. Okay, my friend Rico that works for Favor, that's been in the vlogs.
Hey guys, I'm Rico. Make sure you like the video down below. Give Jake a thumbs up.
Yes, please do. Rico asked a couple of questions. One is, what would be your ideal way to spend the weekend? It would be working and making money. I don't see weekends like normal people do. I see them as an extra day to get something done or to work. It's just another like weekday to me. Like if I saw weekends as normal people, like to go out and do something, it would probably be go out and skate, film a video, hang out with friends, or pet a dog maybe. And what is my favorite thing about myself? Probably my drug past. I like that I went through it just because it's made me who I am today. And you know, it got me to such a low point in my life. It's helped me appreciate what life is today for me. Kate Jennings from YouTube, she asked, what are your goals in the next 5 years? Maybe I'll have my own place by then. Maybe the channel will be doing better. Maybe I'll be in a different car. You know, I'd like to get into real estate eventually, not as an agent, but as someone who owns property and rents them out. Maybe be in a different city. As far as having a plan for that, I don't really have one because of the financial situation I'm in right now. I've got to get that to where it's sustainable. Right this second, I'm just kind of, you know, hammering out the little things before I can move on to the big things. I don't know if that really answers your question, but Chris Kawasakowski or something from YouTube asked, what will your next realistic car be after the Acura? You threw in that realistic word, so realistically, it'd probably be a good idea for me to either get a van or like a Prius or something. I see you comment on every single one of my videos. You're usually the first one, so I appreciate you. Hugh Nguyen Huey Nuijan, do you think being a YouTuber is worth it with all the fame and money without a personal life? So I originally didn't answer this question the right way. Come on, you stupid light. I don't think it's gonna be an issue as far as you know, if I haven't even made it. And even if, you know, if I were to make it as an awesome YouTuber or whatever, the fame, I guess it wouldn't bother me, because hopefully that fame would be recognized as, oh, that person has helped me with this situation, that situation, mental illness, helped me stay off of drugs. Like, I feel like the fame would be a positive type of fame. And I mean, regardless of whatever fame it might possibly be in the future, you know, I just wouldn't mind. I'm staying in my own lane. I don't want to look that far ahead, because who knows if that's gonna happen or not, you know? As far as the money goes, I hope that YouTube starts to pay me more than what they're paying me right now. That would be nice. With the whole personal life thing, I don't think I'd let that get in the way, because I love my family and the friends that I have now. They've helped me get to the point where I'm at right now in life, which is a long way, and they've had to go through things with me as far as depression and my drug use. I wouldn't trade my friends for anybody. Of course, along the lines, I might make some new friends or whatever. It happens all of the time. But as far as personal life goes, like, I don't think things would affect it. Let's hop back into here. Oh, Alan. What's up, Alan?
What's up, YouTube? This is Alan.
What's the weirdest thing you've had to deliver during a delivery job? It's funny, someone asked me this last night. I would have to say just like condoms. I had to shop at Sephora for women for makeup a lot. And then also one time I have a video for this. I had to deliver whippets. And if you don't know what whippets are, people get high with them. It's like you can blow up balloons with them and you huff it or whatever. And I had to deliver some whippets to some college students, and anyways, that was pretty weird. Okay, another best friend actually sent me a video submission.
I want to ask you, what do you want your legacy to be? So whenever you've died, you're long gone, what do you want the world to remember you for, remember you as, and what do you want to give to the world during your lifetime?
Beautiful question. I just want to be known as that guy that tried to help as many people as I possibly could before passing away. I want people to be like, oh, I learned a lot from that kid. I learned that even if you are going through shitty times, like it's still possible to get clean. It's still possible to work through these feelings. You know, it's possible to get out of debt and reconfigure your whole entire life and do something with it, you know? Okay, next question. I used to work at a delivery company in South Florida called Delivery Dudes, and I had a buddy there named Nate. What's up, Nate? Nate asked, what was your experience with Delivery Dudes and then life after that? Delivery Dudes is the best delivery company I've ever worked for. I love that company. It was almost like family oriented. I felt like everyone there were like cool with each other. People would hang out. It's not like these other companies like here in Texas where it's like you sign up and they immediately get you started. You don't see any other drivers half the time. Life after that, you know, I ended up doing the car thing. I got bored of Florida because I didn't feel like I was growing, and so I moved back here to my hometown, kept doing the YouTube thing, started working different delivery jobs. But the period from going from South Florida to where I'm at now in Texas, I've been in Texas for what, like 6 months or something now, like there's been like an exponential amount of growth in my life from just learning and dealing with things and then staying sober on top of all of that. Naomi Hedger, comment from YouTube. It says, how long do you plan on living in Dallas? That is a very good question. I could leave tonight if I really wanted to go to a different city in Texas, but at the same time, you know, I just had to drop a couple $100s in my car. And so another part of me is like, with my car not being in the best condition, I don't want to leave this state. So pretty much to answer your question, I think I'm gonna stay in Dallas for at least a little while until I can kind of figure things out financially and be able to kind of move around a little bit more, which is probably going to be soon. I decided to switch spots because I'm starting to get the jitters from coffee. Okay, next question is by Jeff Kunz, I think. Sorry if I said that wrong. I see you everywhere, by the way. Thank you for always commenting and liking and subscribing. So I use this camera. This is my Canon G7X Mark II that I use, that I bought like 3 years ago, that I had to make payments on for like 13 months. So this is like one of my most prized possessions right here, because I had to work really hard to get this camera. And then I've also got a GoPro that I use for skateboarding and underwater shots. And then I believe it or not, I use my phone right here to film half my vlogs. It's an iPhone 11, but that doesn't matter. I had an iPhone 7 before this that I would film most of my vlogs on. So that I take all of the footage from all of my cameras, and I put them into your next question, which is what software do you use? Which is iMovie, which is free software on Macs. And I just put all of the footage in there, and then I just start chopping away. And put music over it, I'll edit over it. That's a whole nother video in itself. But how did I learn to edit? Experience. I watched my two favorite YouTubers, you know, like 3 years ago, which was Casey Neistat and Austin Augie. And I kind of took their vibes from their videos, you know, and try to implement it in my own editing. I love this guy's name. His name is Pinky Winky 7. YouTube comment, ask craziest homeless encounter. I've actually got a video for this. I thought someone got shot like right next to me. I was parked at a Walmart parking lot next to another car, like a parking spot away from me, and I was laying down so no one could see I was in the car, but I heard this woman yelling at her boyfriend, husband, friend, whatever it might be, and they were like going at it, arguing. All of a sudden I hear a window break, and this woman got so irritated with this guy that she decided to break his window on his car, and I thought it was a gunshot. I still don't know to this day whether it was a gunshot or not. It was loud enough, and then I hear the car go, you know, like, and just like drive off, and then she threw something else and broke the back window, and that was pretty crazy. And then another story, I guess, is just all of like every other, it's become like every other day where a homeless person or someone needing money will knock on my window while I'm laying down in my car, just asking for money or to borrow my phone or whatever. And most of the time that can be kind of annoying. If they seem coherent, I'll talk to them. Hey Siri, what's the weather like?
It's currently clear and 70 degrees in Denison. Temperatures are heading down from 73 degrees to 60 tonight.
Well, it feels like 100, especially wearing a black beanie, black shirt out there in the sun. That's why I just moved. Okay, next question is by my aunt. What's up, aunt? Do you ever get lonely? No, I don't get lonely. I'm blessed to have a job where I have to deal with people. Like, that is my job, is delivering food to people, and I get to talk to people. Granted, the pandemic's kind of changed things a little bit, but you know, every once in a while I get to come to my buddy's house here, or I get to chill with friends in Dallas, Rico, stuff like that. So like, if I ever did start to get lonely, I would do something about it and go and chill with a friend or something. Okay, next question. Kevin Patterson from YouTube asks, do you deal with anxiety? Yes, that's like one of my main mental illnesses is anxiety. And he asks, how has reducing your responsibilities living in a car helped that? Nah, it hasn't helped much. I mean, there's really no association with my mental illnesses and with doing car life. But I've learned that doing the whole car life thing has given me an opportunity to be like, yeah, this is what I'm doing, and it gives me kind of something to talk about with other people, and so that really helps, I feel like. But to deal with anxiety, I put myself in situations where my anxiety would be going crazy, like talking to girls at restaurants when I'm picking up food, or talking to customers, or going out of my way to talk about things that should make people uncomfortable. And so I've really learned to take control of my anxiety, and I've gotten way better over the years with it. Okay, next question is by Elena Cadman, I think. That's my mom's name, by the way, is Elena. from YouTube asked, what's the hardest part about living in your car? For sure, it's not having a bathroom. So it's hard to, like, when I can't take a dump when I want to take a dump. Being a male though, it's pretty convenient to just be able to wherever, as long as it's not in public. Don't do that. I've actually almost been arrested for peeing in public. Little Miss Star over here wants to ask a question for the Q&A.
How do you take showers even though you live in your car?
How do I take showers? I usually go to Planet Fitness, which is a gym. But the gyms are closed, obviously, because of and so I've been having to go to truck stops.
No fun.
Nope. And then I've got a question from an anonymous person that says, what do you think about these nuts? Well, I'm not entirely sure because I haven't been able to see them. I don't know how hairy they are. I haven't groped them. I don't know how squishy they are, or wrinkly, or sweaty. I'd have to give an in-person analysis of that. Nick Salafia, what's up, dude? How many days of non-showering is acceptable while living in your car? For me, 3 days, but usually it's like every other day because I'm really active with my job. I'm outside, I'm constantly walking around, and I like to run, I like to skate, and so generally it's like every other day. What has been your experience with police while living in your car? I've never had an encounter with a police officer during my whole car life thing. Someone hands you $100,000 and walks away to never be seen again. What do? I would just continue doing what I'm doing right this second and get hooked up with one of my real estate buddies and see if I couldn't invest it in some sort of property, or use the money for a business or like a clothing brand, or something that will be able to give me a return on that money. What skate trick have you never nailed but has been one on the list for a while? Heel flip. Easily. I have a video for this. I can't heel flip at all. I can kick flip, I can tray flip, I can frontside flip, I can do all these tricks, but for some reason the heel flip gives me so much trouble, and I've landed a couple, but it's still, like you said, I haven't been able to nail it. Cohen_XO. It's right here somewhere. If you could travel anywhere, where would it go? Honestly, I haven't done a whole lot of research outside of the US, besides maybe Japan. I think Japan would be really cool to go to. Another one of my best friends, Michael Matthews, what's up, dude? He asked, what is your most embarrassing moment? This one time, you know, when I was a kid, me and all my little skater buddies, we would all meet like downtown Sherman. Does that say Sherman? Yeah. Which is my hometown. And we would skate around town or whatever and do our thing, you know, little hoodlums or whatever, and street skate. And this one time, there's this monumental building downtown. It's called the Municipal Building. And, you know, I had to pee really badly, but the Municipal Building is kind of, there wasn't a bathroom nearby, and I'm a male. I'm like, I could just, you know, simply whip it out and pee real quick, okay? No. I ended up like trying to find a secluded area around this, you know, very important historic building where I thought nobody could see me. And, you know, I did my drizzle. I did the drizzle. And, you know, about 30 minutes go by and we're like skating down the street or whatever. And all of a sudden, like 6 squad cars just come around the corner and surround this big group of skateboarders. There were probably like 10 of us. And they got out of their cars and was like, which one of y'all on the Municipal Building? And you know, I stayed quiet. I wasn't gonna say anything. And then one of the police officers' walkie goes off and is like, he was wearing this, and that. And the cop looks right at me and it was like, all right, dude, like what's going on? He was like, give me your mom's number right now. And I was like, damn it. And so I give him my mom's number, and I'm just super, I'm just super embarrassed because I'm like sitting here with all my skater buddies and I caused them to, you know, get in all of this trouble or whatever. And so, for being a dumb pretty much. Anyways, they decided to let me off. They say don't do it again. They were like, we tried calling your mom, went straight to voicemail, left you a voicemail, whatever. And I was like, okay, thank God she didn't answer. So anyways, they leave, we go to the gas station, my buddy comes up to me and was like, dude, good job. And I was like, what do you mean, good job? And he was like, you gave them your phone number instead of your mom's phone number. And I looked down at my phone and I had a missed call and I was like, what? I did that? That's crazy. He was like, yeah, dude, that's smart. And I was like, well, I didn't do it on purpose. And Michael, you also ask, what's your go-to for a good laugh? Easily, it's PewDiePie. He's my go-to. He's the last person I usually watch before going to sleep when I'm staying in my car. Like the last hour before I go to sleep, I'll watch YouTube videos. But PewDiePie is always the last video I watch because it puts me in a good mood. GXR from YouTube asks, what is your favorite sex position? It's this one. It's like, you know, when you get like on you're like, you know what I'm talking about? Tenili Covington from YouTube. And they ask, how old are you? I am a May baby. I was born in the 05. I was born in 92. I'm almost 30. And by 30, I mean almost 28 years old. Brittany Stewart actually sent in a video submission, so let's watch that.
What inspired you to document your journey and put it on YouTube?
I would have to say Austin Augie. He was like the first vlogger that I started watching on YouTube besides Casey Neistat. And I just loved watching, he was doing something different. Like I didn't even know the word vlog. I thought it was blog. And then my friend corrected me. And that friend is Dustin Lacey. He asked a couple of questions ago. Are you single? I owe my YouTube channel to Dustin because a long time ago I was super into Snapchat and I would freaking take pictures and video everything with music and, you know, with that whole animation. But anyways, I would be doing that and Dustin one day was like, your Snapchat kind of looks like a vlog off of YouTube. And I was like, a blog? And he was like, no. Like with a V, a vlog. I was like, oh, it's like a blog but in video form. It's like with a V. And he was like, yeah, that's what Austin Augie does. And I start watching Austin Augie and I'm like, this is pretty dope. This is not like what I'm used to seeing. He's like actually just like filming his day and then posting it online. And so I just started filming myself with just my iPhone 7.
And number 2, how has God been able to impact your life through that journey? I
think God has helped me even with filming and trying to reach out to other people. I think God has a big impact on that. Because, you know, I've always thought of myself as not the smartest person in the world, and it's crazy to think about how far I've come with the YouTube channel. You know, a big part of it is y'all, of course, the subs and everyone that's out there watching. And another part of it is like, I don't feel capable of even doing something like this because that's just one of the mental illness things that I'm still dealing with today, is just feeling insuperior, I guess. Alrighty guys, again, thank you for, that was gross. Thank you for sending in y'all's questions. Let's do this again soon. I'm sorry it took so long for me to put this out. You know, my mind gets in clusters easily, and so I have to hit out projects one at a time, you know. But I was excited to do this, and I'm excited to do more of them. So let me know down in the comments if you want to see me do another one of these. Yeah, I gotta get ready to go back to Dallas now. Obviously the Acura is out there. I need to stop talking and get to work on the next video. Wash your penis, wipe your butt, and we will see y'all on the next one. Is it blurry? Of course it is. Autofocus is always weird. I'm back in Dallas right now. Lots of things to talk about in the next video. So be excited for the next one. We'll see y'all on the next one. You just said the same thing twice. Okay.